morning. I'm back to do another video, and of course it's the same size, 11 by 14 cold press arches, 140 pound, and I like this surface. You might try using it. It's my favorite, and I'm thinking about today. It's raining out, cloudy and rainy, but I'm looking at some pictures of my trip up north, and I'm putting a kind of a sky right that way. So I'm not doing anything unusual, I don't think. I hope not, anyway. The pictures, I'm kind of using two pictures of clouds, and the cloud come down. This is plain water, and the big main cloud is about right in here somewhere, and then there's a short cloud going that way, and there's a lot of little clouds coming this way. Now this is a picture that I've seen, I guess, up here around the corner someplace. Who knows? But I'm not taking the picture exactly. I'm just kind of going by the sky and the shape of the clouds, because it was kind of a stormy day, and so it was also a gray day, and so I'm going to make it a little more gray up here. There's a little more gray. And there was some gray over here around the cloud, and like that. So you see, this is how I start out some of my work. I put the paint on, and then I take my big brush, and then with plain water, and I go in like that. And what that does, softens all the edges. You see? It softens the hard edges. There's a hard edge, see? Some places you might want a hard edge. But I tap my brush, come back in, and get color. It was a little blue right in here for the cloud. I'm going to put it around like this, like that. It's kind of gray, like this. I'm going to be using my white today, so softening the edges again. And this is also, I'm taking it from a picture that I took up north, and there's no sky in that, of course, but you can hardly see the ocean either, but I like pine trees, you know, and I like the ocean. See, I'm just using my brush and water, and then I dry my brush. See, takes off the paint. Up in here was just a little bit of shapes in the sky, so I'm putting a little bit of that in there. I was using just white. You know, some people think watercolor should be all watercolor, but this is watercolor. This white is. I'm going to bring this down here like this. You have to get the paint on before you can do much, you know. You want it a little darker right in here. And sometimes when you let it dry a little bit, you see what it did there? It did its own thing. Like if I put some things right in here like this, and make this a little darker. And then wet my brush, bring in, see how you do? The shapes kind of shapes the cloud. So you gotta have the color there first. I'm gonna bring some in here, right in here. A little bit too orange in that one. And that's green. So, if you don't get the color the first time, you try again. That's me anyway. I don't worry about it too much. Now the pine trees are on there. Pine trees gotta come up like this. And while that's settling down, I wanted to tell you one of my favorite verses in the Bible. It's in John 14:1. Let not your heart be troubled. You believe in God, believe also in me. In my Father's house are many mansions. If it were not so, I would have told you. But I go to prepare a place for you. And when I prepare a place for you, I'm just going to come again and take you to be where I am. And I'm the way, Jesus said. I am the way to get to heaven. Nobody comes to the Father but by me. I am the way. And then he says, I am the truth. And you know, there's all truth. That's all. God is holy. He has no sin in him. He's all truth. And the life. Now that's what I want to tell you. He gives us life. When we are born, he has created us. And he's breathed a breath of life into us. And that's why we're living. He takes the breath away, we're gone. So he is a way, and I hope you're going that way by believing in Jesus and what he did for us on the cross. He took our sins. You know, we're not worthy to even be, you know, we're all sinful. God said we've all sinned and we've all gone our own way. Isn't that the truth? So many people just go their own way and not paying attention to God. But God said he loves us anyway. And all he wants to do is to be, have us love him and believe in him and serve him. Change our lives. Maybe we're in troubled waters right now. Maybe things are bothering us. Maybe things we can't do anything about. But Jesus can. So if you have him in your heart, you've got everything, you know? And so another verse I always quote, and you know it by heart, at least I do. For God so loved this world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever, you or me, believe in him, they will not perish, but have everlasting life. Everlasting, think of it. Never ends. Our life here ends, and we're buried. We die, and we're buried. But life in heaven is a forever, everlasting. Never die. Think of it. Could you resist a gift like that? Would you rather have an opposite place to go where you'll be away from God and away from all your loved ones? Think about it today. And now that's enough of my preaching. I hope you consider the things I say, because I'm saying them from my heart. and I'm seeing him for Jesus. He sent me back. I was almost dead. I saw a glimpse of God, but Jesus knew I wanted to come back. So here I am, and I'm in tip-top shape for 98 years old, and I can paint. And now I'm going to go back to my. Okay, now I got my white. This is Bleed Proof White, Dr. Martin's. You can get it at RID or not RD, but any of the art stores. And so what I'm going to do is take this white, and I've already left this white right here, but this is my focal point right in here. It's the cloud. It comes like this, and then it goes over here like that, in a couple places, like that. And then up in here, this whitest part is right in here. I might add some color to it when I get the white on. And there's some down in here and up into here. This is just plain white. But now I'm going to put a little color right in here. And there's grays in there. Kind of purple grays. See? Making that just like that. And then it's a little bit. Put some on here. Pick up some of this white. You know, sometimes you just get what you don't always want, and you get things that you do want. So you just keep working on it. But you know, when you're working on a video, I guess I've told you that, it's much harder because you gotta think of what you're doing, you gotta talk and all that. So I'm going to bring in some white right in here. Right here. Right in here. My dog's barking. Actually, it's my daughter's dog. She's got two dogs. Dachshunds. They're cute. They don't like people around. There. And up in here, there was some lighter color. I'm going to put a little bit of this orange up in here. Something like that. Some over here. This is kind of an orange with a purple, which makes it gray. Excuse my soul. Down in here, it gets a little darker. That's too dark, but you can just kind of do like that. Fix that. Bring that over here. See? Put that over there. Bring this over here. And you can also put a little more paint on here somewhere. So darker. And so you can bring it up and separate these two clouds. This one there goes sort of down like that. There's also a white cloud that comes right across like this. Just like that. I'm using plain white now. Little clouds coming like something like this back in here. Now I can use some plain water on it and soften it. See? Soften this. That's something like a cloud, except there is another kind of a dark area right in here to get some darker colors. Dark area right in there. And I like this darkness there. The sea was like this calm sea over here. Gotta get it straight. Maybe I'll put some white on like this. And that's crooked. When you're painting this way, and you can see the sea is fading out. Okay, now the other thing I saw was these pine trees. You knew me, didn't you? You knew me in the pine trees, because they are my favorites, you know. And I'm picking up some greens and some purples, and these pine trees are over here like this. It's like that. Actually, I could show you the picture. You can see the picture of the pine trees, and you hardly see the ocean. But I'm using a different sky. I didn't like that sky. And these trees are really nice. Up north, this is taken in Lake Michigan, I think. And these pine trees was high here, and they kept going down lower and lower, like that. Down. Actually, they were coming down here like this. That's what they were doing. And with a little of that green, I'm going to pick it up and put some of it in the sky or somewhere else. You know, you gotta have your colors go around, and that kind of helps with the clouds too. Maybe a little of the ocean has some of that green on it, like that. Maybe up in here. It's kind of well, I don't know what to say. I just say it's I'm trying to remember that we were driving along and saw these beautiful pine trees. Now I'm going to have to work on them, but with a different brush. But before I do, I want to use my white again, because there's one place right in the clouds that's right in here that's really bright, just all white, and maybe tipples over here like this. That's better. Put a little bit of that on the ocean. I want to smooth out this up here a little bit too. See, just kind of come back in, smooth it out. Maybe a little bit of Okay, now I did a couple of these because it's kind of hard to control your arm here like this. And put this one up higher. Bring this in here like that. And then these trees were all kind of... I like to have some up in here too, because that cloud's got to be the main cloud. I know this cloud here comes down. I think this one goes up a little higher. Trying to make them look like clouds, you know. Use this kind of a stroke. See? That's what happens when you want to make clouds. You just go, that one's going to go up that way. That's not bad. Some of them gonna run down. That's all right. Maybe they're way down there. There you go. I might just leave them that way. I just wanted to show you I used two different pictures. There's the one I did of the clouds. Didn't look the same, but that don't matter. And of course that's the one I did. You can't see the sea. The sea is over here, the ocean, or the Lake Michigan, I think that is. I could work on this a long time, but at least you get the idea how you can do a scene. You can take two pictures, and I take these pictures of my own. I don't use anybody else's. And I put them together and try to do something with them. And I still think I need one thing, and I'm going to show you some close-ups and put the mat on. I'm right in here, that cloud was really white, right in there. See that? It looks sort of like that. And that's running down. That on, if you can get it on right. This isn't fitting exactly, but you can see when you put a mat on, you can start seeing things you would like to do better, but it just kind of brings it all in, and I want it just a little darker right in here. There. Maybe have some of the clouds go this way, you know. Okay, I'm going to try and show it to you up close. And that's, you know, I told you, I have to do all this myself. And you do this when you're 98. I'd like to be 89 again, I guess. I keep saying that. But now, I'm 98. And God gives me the strength to do this for you. Isn't He a great God? I hope you know Him today, because I do, and I love Him, and I do everything for Him. That's why I'm here today, to show you and inspire you to get the paintbrush out and paint this beautiful world that God has made. I just know it will make you happy, that you'll create something. Look how happy God must have been when He created the Garden of Eden. So perfect and beautiful. We still have that beauty here in our country. And I hope you will tune in on me. Leave some comments. I leave my email so that you can leave some comments, what you think. And I hope you are having a good day today. And I hope that you remember that you don't want to let your heart be troubled because Jesus is there. I'm going to say goodbye now. And God bless you all out there.